Tion, and let me see who's the other guys.
Sonny Siebert,
Sonny Siebert,
and Steve Hagen.
His ball was so hard. I mean, it felt like a weight. Okay.
Yeah.
But then when you face somebody through 105 miles an hour like McDowell, Sam, then you come in with Sonny Siebert, okay? And then you come into this guy. This guy probably threw 98 to, I say close to 100. Yep. And then he throws that funky wind up, and you don't know if he's coming over the top, under the, and I mean, like you said, when you're on first base, as soon as he catches the ball, as soon as he gets on it in his move, he's as quick as a cat. Louis, hey, you're the real deal, big guy. But I really appreciate you coming on. Hey, I'm glad you came on. Larry, I mean, I followed your career and I played against you many times. You're one of the finest hitters I've ever seen. And,
yes, sir.
By far. And, I never met you. Hey, sometimes we get to meet somebody out on the field. Sometimes we don't, but we respect a lot of people. But when we played against you, when you're with Minnesota, you're with Milwaukee, I mean, we respected you. I mean, right off the bat, you played with Don Money, didn't you? Did you play with Don Money?
I did. We began our careers with the Philadelphia Phillies, and then we hooked up again in Milwaukee. One of my favorite people.
Yeah, and you played with, were you there when Hank Aaron was his last couple of years there?
I missed him. Didn't have that privilege.
Gentlemen, just interrupt for 1 second. I just want to remind everyone that today's a very special day in baseball history. And this is one of the reasons why we wanted to do this show. I believe it's 48 years since it first happened.
Yep.
When Louis Tion and Ron Blomberg faced each other for the first time, as Ron Blomberg batted as the first designated hitter in Major League Baseball. I mean, this is awesome. This is a historic day that everyone is getting to enjoy these two guys right here on this Zoom. So, guys, please.
You know what about that? I think mad about it because because I face you, because I walk you.
Yeah, you're scared of me. You're scared of me.
I know.
You were scared of me. You saw me up there. You saw me up there. You're scared of me.
You got a base hit. You got a home run.
No, I walked against you.
I feel better. But no walk.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're talking about, walking people.
I think it was a 3-2 count.
I don't like your walk.
It was a 3-2 count.
It was good. It was good. And I really appreciate you for all those years. You be my friend. Whatever we are, whatever we're going, we still have the same community. We hug each other. We talk each other. We like a family, and that's important for me. And like I said, you play with a lot of guys. Some guys you like it, some guys you don't like it that much. But you was unique. Okay, I like you where you are, the way you behave. And you nobody. You just go and do your job. And trying to hit you, get out, you get out. You don't get upset. I see yourself. I never see you all those years I play against you. Where you go to the dugout and throw the bat.
No.
And do something. Never I see that. Same with Larry. Larry was intimidated. I told you he was intimidated. When you face him, I know a lot of guys, I used to play with them. A lot of guys, they're talking, they're making commentary about it. God, we have to hit again. We have to pitching again, this guy again. I don't know what to do. Because I know the man was powerful. I mean, they hit a lot of home runs. And I told you, you are quite a human being. Quiet, nice, mind your own business. And that's what I like about people. And then when you go into the field, same like Blomberg, you go and play hard, do your job, and try to do your job, And that's the way, like you said before, Brom, you respect guys. Just to look at it, the way they play, the way they behave, you respect it. And I respect a lot of this guy. You know, you really don't have to like it, somebody, but the way they coming by the game, the way they respect the game, you have to like it. You know, and that's what I used to look at each individual guys I play with it, or against. Watching how they behave, what they do. Like I said to you, I never see you throw the bat or go to the dugout and trying to hit the telephone with the bat. When I say, I never see that. You know, same with Larry. He was a gentleman. Just go over there, put the bat, put your hammer, and then wait to the next time.
Well, when we face pitchers like Louis, I mean, you're going to make quite a few outs. And first thing I wanted to say, hey, Larry, people don't realize, and I just found out about this, in spring training, you really became the first DH in, wait a second, you really became the first DH in history in the game, but not the official game. And people don't realize in that game, what do you hit 2 home runs, right?
I did. And Ron, what was so ironic about that? My son was responsible for that. About 2 weeks before spring training began, he and I were playing, running around the chair. I hit my toe, my big toe, right toe, thought I broke it. I came to spring training, all I could do was hit. You know, had I been healthy, I would have been in the outfield, but because of my injury, they had me DHing.
See, people don't realize
that making sense happen.
People don't realize that the DH, and you know, I've been talking to a lot of people. Okay, what they have done, and you are in the game of baseball. You know, Louis does a lot of stuff with the Red Sox. I do stuff when we could go to the stadium, and I do a lot of stuff at Yankee Stadium. But you are involved with the team on a everyday basis. Am I right, Larry?
Correct. I work for the Milwaukee Brewers and am privileged to do that.
Okay. But, you know, you see how much the game has totally changed. You know, from the day that we played, I'm not talking about money-wise, but the rules that they have put in where, you know, let's say about Louis with the pitching. Now, Louis, when he used to pitch against us, this guy, if you got close to the plate, this guy will knock you down to move you where he wants for you to be. And he commands that place right there. And he'll keep on throwing it there till you move over there. And but you can't do that anymore. You know, you can't do any of that stuff anymore. And, you know, and what they have done with the second baseman, what they have done with you can't slide in the second, you can't slide in the home or whatever. And look what they have done with the DH. It's taken 48 years and they still haven't made a decision about putting the DH universal, you know, Larry. But anyway, you know, that's my gripe that, you know, they need to do that. You know, we got a guy in the Hall of Fame with Edgar Martinez, who's one of the finest hitters ever in the game of baseball. He was a great hitter. And, but, you know, I mean, but, you know, facing Louis had to be the toughest thing in the world. I mean, it really is. He's a Hall of Famer. And,
you know, excuse me, you know what the problem with that, what you just said about the pitchers, pitching inside. I think you can still do it today. I don't think they're taking away for us. The problem is you can be a headhunter. See, when you're a headhunter that throw the guy in, that's a problem. But if you are inside pitching, that's the way you pitching. You're not going to change your way to pitch to let you hit me. I'm going to try to get you out. I don't care what I have to do. And the problem is now, the guy hit him wrong, whatever, then they want to throw behind the guy to the next guy. What the next guy have to do with that? You know, the only thing I used to throw to somebody is when they throw a one on my hitters. or he hit a home run and they start, like they do now, jumping around and laughing and thinking they're funny. No, we put you in place. That's the way we used to be, but I never was a head hunter, but I pitch him inside. That's the way I pitch. And I don't care if the umpire now or the future, they can take it that way for you.
No, not a head
they
hunter,
don't want
but you
they
knew
don't
how
want
to
you
pitch.
throw. Yeah, but you have to learn how pitching. That's what I said. One thing all the time. I don't have nothing against the computer business. The people know computer, everything. Computer is not going with the game, especially with the pitches. Okay, because you have to have a control. A computer can tell you every time you're pushing a button and they can tell you how to pitch in this guy. But do you have the control? No. Then how are you going to pitch it? And that's the problem they have. And to me, you have to learn it. You have to have a point release. You have to use in your body. You lay your body. That's how you aren't going to be longer with you. That's the way you aren't going to stay longer. You're not going to get hurt that much. But the way they throw now, they're not using the leg. Why are you running for? You're not using your leg. The better don't do anything. Just go into the mound pitching. And that's crazy this and they do. You're watching the game every day. Every time I'm watching the game, I get mad with the pitcher. The players, they have some good players like we used to be. We got a lot of guys that play hard. They're good. They got power. They do. But you see how many home runs they hit in the right center field, the right hand they hit it. And also here, we don't have that much because we don't let nobody get closer to a home plate. We're keeping you away from the home plate.
Yeah.
And the guy, you know what? Lenny know they're gonna come inside. They know, the hitter know. They don't get mad. In a session, you really hit or throw my head. But after that, I never have a one guy in 25 years I pitched and 22 years I pitched in winter ball to chop me in the mouth. No hitter do that. Because you know what? I established myself inside. And every place I go and play against that team, every hitter I established myself inside. They know. But I don't throw nobody behind the head or trying to hit him in the head because I think you are in the same boat I am. You got family, you want to play, you don't want somebody hit in your head and maybe you play more. That's the same thing. You go and swing and throw the bat to me and hit me. I don't think that's a good thing to do. I think to me that's chicken when you throw somebody in the head. A second session, like I say, they hit one of you guys. Then you have to retaliate, today and do what you have to do because that's a part of your game. That's what you have to do. You have to protect your teammate. But now you're watching the game. I get upset all the time. Every time you're looking at it, 2-0, 3-0, 3-2. That's all you do. No strike. How you gonna be a good pitcher when you can throw the ball over the plate? And that's what we have at home. You have a 4 corner. You pitch him out, you pitch him in, you pitch him up, you pitch him down. Then you do the other thing, change speed, throw breaking ball. For your first ball, you have to be able to put him in close to what you want. You don't have to be perfect. You see, but I see this guy, they even throw the ball closer to home plate. How are you going to get somebody out when you're behind the hitter? If you give it that edge to you guys, we're there. We can get you out. And you got 2 balls no strike, 3 balls no strike, 3 and 2, first ball coming. I don't care if you throw 500 miles per hour, they're going to hit you. And that's the problem today. You see so many home runs, so many walk. The guys, I don't know what they do. I don't know who teaching those guys, but you have to have a point release. You have to using your body. You have to turn, and that's the only way you're going to come in a good control pitch. You know what you have to do with your control. But when you don't have that, it's hard for the pitch. And you know what? It's not like you hit it, sir. You can check a swing, get a base hit. A ground ball bouncing over somebody's head, or getting in the zone. You got hit pitches. Every pitch you throw count. You can tell me Oh, I never like it. Do what they sometimes they say, oh, wasting a pitch. I never like a waste a pitch. Never. I got you into a strike. I'm gonna try to get you out. You know, but I don't wasting too many pitches, throw the ball over the head. You know, they're not gonna hit that pitch. They're not gonna swing that. Why you throw? You're wasting. It's stupid. But people do that. They're still doing that. And you have to come in by. Pitcher has to have a control, and every pitch you throw to home plate count. You want to do something, you have a purpose for that pitch, not just throw the ball. And that's the problem they have, you know. And I tell you, I'm watching the game sometimes, and I get mad, I get upset because I was a pitcher. And I know one thing is, I faced a lot of good hitters, great hitters. You guys was great. Kaya Tresky, Josh Brett, Tony Oliva, Rock Carew, Kelly Brew, Alkaline, Willie Horton, Mickey, you know. And one thing I was thinking all the time, okay, they're good hitters. They have a lot of ability, they can hit, but I had to find a way how to get them out. That's what we had to bring. You had to thinking. You can't let somebody hit you 8 out of 10, like I see now. Every time you see boom, home run, boom, hit the wall. Why? You have to get somebody out, get him out, play percentage. That's what we do. That's what the good pitchers do those things. And you see all those pitchers before, Whitey Ford, Mighty Cha, Gibson, you know, this guy, for the guys now, who is the guy pitching good right now? The guy can win. The guy from Washington, the 2 from Washington, the 2 for the man, the 3 from the Dodgers, couple for Oakland, you know, because they know how pitching. They're moving the ball around. They throw a strike. They challenge the hitter. And you know, you was a hitter. You guys was a hitter. When you know you can hit fastball, and the pitcher throw you a fastball and buy you, they make you think a little bit. You know, you say, hey, Ali Mai, he know I can hit fastball and he throw me a fastball. I don't know when he throw a breaking ball, what I'm gonna do with it. You know, I'm making thinking. And that's how you play game with the hitter. The other way, they got you. The hitter gonna get you. I'm telling you, and that's the problem now. Too many home runs, too many, and now you see now they're taking the hat or getting in the pack and looking how they had to pitch that guy. What is that? Or you be in the school taking class, or you gonna pitch, you're gonna facing this guy. I don't get it. I never understand that. I never will understand that. You can thinking it's gonna be hard for you to be a good pitcher, a good player. Like I said,
Louis, let me ask you a question now. But there's nobody in the world could hesitate as good as you, right, Larry? He can hesitate. You feel like you got horned in to his fastball, and you're going to leave his breaking pitch because he's going to throw you a hard breaking pitch. And when he throws a fastball, you could be right on it. But his hesitation, instead of that, what you feel like it is, he'll hesitate for another second and he messes you up. That's what you used to do to us. You used to go around and we used to feel like you're going to throw and then you hesitate more. And then you go, what are you doing? Throw. But Larry,
but that's the part of the game. That's the way you're thinking too.
I know it.
Go ahead.
Larry, let me ask you a question now. When you got out of baseball, give the story about what you were talking about when you came and you were talking to us. And, you talked about your wife was saying you shouldn't be playing Major League Baseball. You should be working with the kids and stuff like that. Tell that story. That's a great story.
Ron, I'm extremely fortunate. I've been married. Well, we celebrate our 50th wedding anniversary in September. And clearly my wife knows me better than anyone. She reminds me probably once every 4, 5, 6 months. And she'll make this statement. She'll say, Larry, you were not born to play Major League Baseball. You were born to help children who are suffering. And Ron and Louis, no true words have ever been spoken. By the age of 10, I was an orphan. My father passed away so soon. He never saw me compete athletically at all, not even Little League. And in high school, I was fortunate, All-American in basketball and baseball. My mother lived long enough to see me play 1 year of Little League baseball. And then she passed away. I had no brothers, no sisters, moved in with a lady. We were as poor can be. Bless her soul. She was young. She had a life to live. She never attended any of my athletic events. When I needed a man the most, there was none available. And my wife says, Larry, there's not a kid out there who, when they're discussing problems, obstacles, you can help them. And I could honestly say, I could not find a vocation that brings me more joy than what I'm doing now. My daughter-in-law, a couple of nights ago, texted me, said, no, you have to write a book. And I've been saying no. This statement is going to sound probably a little like I'm not humble, but I'll have to correct myself. This book would be a bestseller. And what would be great about it, there would be only one sentence in the book about me. The rest would be about these wonderful kids that I've been working with. Man, I have memories that'll last me forever. 2 years ago, some of the greatest joys, a young man, 21 years old, called. He said, Mr. Heisel, come to my apartment. I met him when he was 10 in a group home. We have these homes where if kids have no family, they're placed in group homes. So there's 6, 8 in a home. I went to this group home, met this kid, and been keeping up with him ever since, like I do all the kids. I tell them I have a serious problem that affects all young people. And that is, I've never learned how to do anything halfway. And our relationship would be no better. I tell them, I'm going to be in your life forever. But this young man called, said, Mr. Heisel, please come to my apartment. I went over there. He had his girlfriend. He said, Mr. Heisel, I just proposed and my girlfriend accepted. And I said, wonderful. And then he went on to say things that are true. He said, Mr. Heisel, I remember when you came to my group home, you told me you would attend my athletic events, come to my school programs, which you did. He said, Mr. Heisel, but you also said, you'll attend my wedding. And he looked at me and said, Mr. Heisel, will you attend my wedding and be my best man? And my wife said, Larry, I don't think in the history of this country has there been a best man 72 years old for a gentleman being 21 years old. But these kids have given me so many wonderful memories. And every day I open my eyes, I know I'm given the privilege of going and trying to make a difference in the lives of kids who basically have been pushed aside and forgotten about.
That's great. That's great, bro. That's
I wish you would tell the world. You need to tell the world this now, what we're going through now, because it's everybody is, it seems like everybody is like on each other, and you know, it's not a good situation. This is the time when, you know, I mean, people should listen to people like yourself that really believe in people. It's very simple just to hold your hand out and tell people, hi, you know, how you doing? You know, you could open up the door for somebody rather than, you know, they, you know, I mean, you're ready to go out the door and they just slam it in your face and whatever. you could just be nice to people. It's a very simple thing. It's, you know, I mean, we need to get back to where we used to be. And, you know,
but you know what? The best thing about what you said, it don't cost you anything. Just be a good human being. That's what we need. You know, and I told her, I'm sorry to cut you. Hey, I have the same thing. I beat you, Mary. I'm gonna be 60 years married this year.
no.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Louis.
Thank you. I am the only child. No, they like you. No, I have no brother, no sister. I don't go through what you go through, but I got my mom and dad to 1975, 76 when they coming for the war service, and then he died in 76. But you know, what you say is great. And I appreciate that you said that. And I tell you that making the book.
Oh.
And then and I tell you, behind the good man, we have a good wife, a good woman.
Yes.
All the time. And you know what? The woman that's smarter than we are. We think we're not, but they are. And they have a better feeling than we have. Sometimes we do crazy stuff, we're thinking crazy. Woman, they stay behind the thing. They want to do right, they want to do good. Especially when they love your husband, they want you to do good, they do anything for you. And that's something we have to appreciate in life. You know, and like I said, the best thing that happened to me in my life, find my wife.
Oh.
Okay, that's the best thing they got put me in my way. My wife, you know, separate my mom and dad. That's a separate thing. That's a different story. It's a different history. But find a wife, God put him in my way, and I can find no better wife than that. You know, and she behind me all those years. She used to push me. Okay, you said, you know, she telling you what to do, what do you think, what you think you should do. My wife is saying, sometimes, you know, we like that. We all men like that. I don't want to go there. I don't want to do. She fight with me. No, you go. You show the people what you can do. You know, I take care of the kid. Don't worry about anything. You go. Show everybody what you can do. And she give me some strength. She put me in my head. Hey, I can do this. I can do that. You know, and that's the same. Sometimes we're not understanding. You know, and the thing I don't see why we have so many problems with men hit the wife or the girlfriend, all that stuff. You know, we have to, men, we have to understand something about life. I think we're coming for a woman. Okay, we're coming for a woman. You know, why we have to go and be aggressive with a woman, with you, especially your wife. You have to go to bed with her every day, sleeping with her every day. Wherever you go with her. Why you want to hurt her? Why you want to do bad things to that? You know, we should be able to understand it. I know it's a different thing, man and the woman. We're all different. We think they're different, but when you come into the part of being together, you have to understand what life is, what we together for. You know, not just get together, find a woman, or a woman find a man. Oh, yeah, okay, no matter what you do. No. The people, somebody care for you. Every move you make, she care for you. She looking for you more than you think, and more than you do yourself. And me too. You know, they're looking for us more. They don't want us to be hurt. They don't want nothing happen to us. You know, and that's the thing we have to appreciate about a wife when they're good. And I lucky I find her, you know, and like I said, she being a good wife, she being a good mother, she be a good grandmother, you know, and I'm telling you, that's the best job God do for me.
You're lucky. You're lucky you got a pretty good son next to you right now. You're pretty lucky. You're really, I mean, yeah. Danny, you're the best, big guy. I mean, you're great.
Danny's here now?
What's up, Pop?
Hey, boy, what are you doing, man? I saw you call me. I
I
saw you
wanted to make sure,
coming.
I wanted to make sure you were on. I was like, oh shoot, I want to make sure you were on. But
What's the matter with you, man? I don't forget the stuff, man. Come on.
I know,
maybe
but
can get in. I maybe can get in because I don't know too much about computer and all this stuff they do now. But I remember. I remember. You
Larry,
know, I
how
don't want
many
to
kids you
be.
got? How many kids you got, Larry?
Oh, just one son, and I have two grandchildren, a granddaughter who's 18, grandson 16.
And your
And
son played professional baseball for how long?
I'm sorry, what was that, Ron?
How long did your son play professional baseball?
About 4 years. Ron, he gave me more joy than I could ever imagine. Received a basketball and baseball scholarship to the University of Wisconsin. Worked extremely hard, unassuming. His philosophy, I tell the kids I work with, is one I wish that all you kids would emulate. He said, the only time you'll hear anything from me is when I'm in that batter's box or I'm shooting a jump shot. He said, you'll never, ever hear a word from me. And I remember telling my son something that to me is the most important part of me as an athlete. I said, Larry, never do I want to hear you telling anyone how good you are. The true test of your greatness is when people begin to tell you how well you play.
Yes, sir.
And he's wonderful with that. And so is our little grandson. My little grandson is 16. And Ron, I tell people this, and it may seem hard to believe. I'm around kids every day. My grandson is the most kind, caring, compassionate young kid. He'll go to the hospital. I work with kids with cancer. He'll go to the hospitals with me to visit these kids. When we're eating, the waitresses will always mention how polite he is. And I told him, I said, Jax, never change. I said, here in Milwaukee, in the inner city, a lot of those kids believe that kindness is a weakness. But I said, Jax, it really isn't. And I said, something? I said, Jax, I'm 6'3", your father's 6'5", so you'll probably end up being about 6'4", probably about 215 pounds. And believe me, no one will think that you're weak. So never, ever change. So Ron and Louis, I'm really, really fortunate, very fortunate.
Yeah. But you know what? They get it for you.
Oh,
see, that's insane. I tell you, you're a good human being. And you take care of your family, and you show your family how respect, what you should be in life, respect people to be respect. That's what my father used to tell me all the time. You have to respect to be respect. And when you are kind with people, you're good with people, you do your thing. And I know you for a long time, you never say a word. You talk a little bit with the play. I remember you sit down there, you quiet, you just go and play, do your job. No, I'm serious. And, but you working me here in your brains, see? Not with your mouth, you work it with your brain. And that's the important thing about life. But some people open their mouth, talk, it's not good. Anybody can talk. Now you show me what you can do.
But people don't realize that, athletes, professional athletes, once they get out on the field, they're totally different. They're competitive. Okay. Nothing's wrong with that. Larry, when we used to watch when he was hitting against us, he was one of the top hitters on any team that we faced him. He was one of the top hitters ever in the game of baseball. And he was a heck of a good ball player. And when you pitched, Louis, we wanted to kill you when you used to pitch because we had no idea, we couldn't pick you up with anything, nothing. So whenever we saw you, it was like, it was tough. And when we saw Larry, it was tough. But people don't realize that people are different. Out on the field is competitive. It's athletic. You know, when you're playing basketball, Larry, when you're playing basketball, when you're guarding this guy, and, you know, I mean, you know, when you're going up for a shot or going up for a rebound and somebody comes underneath your leg, you know, you might say something or you might, you know, get a little bit feisty. But after the ball game is over with, you know, people have a different
approach.
Approach. You know, I mean, there's so many athletes out on the field that's bad and nasty and whatever. But when they come off, they're big family people. You know, I mean, Larry, meeting you for the first time, you know, I've known, you know, Paul Molitor speaks so highly of you, and anybody that I have ever spoken to, you know, when I found out that you're going to come on, I asked a couple of people about yourself, and they said you couldn't find a nicer human being than Larry Heisel. I said, but when he was out on the field, he wasn't real nice. I mean, he was like, you know, he would slide, break up a double play. He would slide, you know, but then you do your thing with the family and stuff. People don't realize that, you know, it's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. It's, you know, you know, we're very lucky that we got 3 wonderful wives that, you know, after the ball game, they took care of us. We went out to dinner, we did things. And, you know, there's a lot of people in athletics, or a lot of people in anything that after they get home from work, you know, they fight and fight and fight. It's, you know, I mean, you know, I couldn't even think about doing something. I would be so miserable. You know, if I had to go back home and have to be with somebody I didn't want to be with, I couldn't talk to, I couldn't have dinner with, and we couldn't laugh, we couldn't joke, we couldn't talk about the ball game. You know, I mean, it's wonderful when you have a great family relationship with your spouse that, you know, it makes a really good ball player. And, you know, meeting Louis, you know, for the last X amount of years, and we've been, you know, doing, you know, engagements and I have met him and his wife and, you know, Danny. You could meet finer people, and like yourself, Larry, what you're talking about with the kids, these kids, you know, you went through it. You're an orphan. You needed help. You know that these kids need help. If you could help somebody, and you could help somebody, you became very successful. And you can see why people have contacted you after you have helped them. And then this guy, 21 years old, you're the best man in it. Did you, hopefully he got married. Did he get married yet?
No, the pandemic set in.
Oh no.
And, so they postponed it, but he said, once he is ready to go, I'll still be there. I'll still be the best man. So I'm looking forward to that.
In Milwaukee?
You know, yeah.
Yes, in Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee.
And you have with that, you have a lot of reward back coming to you because you help your kid. And I tell you, I love kids. And I like to see the kid, when the kids smile, you talk to them and they smile. I love that. I love kids. I think kids is a beautiful thing in life. That's why we never should abuse them and do anything to them bad. Should take care of them, show love, show everything, how coming a man or a lady, you know. And I don't know what people do, same we do. I don't know. We're all different, I guess. We're thinking different. But kid is love. I don't know. I don't know how you can hurt a kid. I never understand that, you know. And like I work with the Red Sox. I have the place here at Diante outside the Yankee way. And they keep coming in there, you know. And it is funny because sometimes they come in, and then with the parent, behind they come in the table, and they want me to sign them. You know, they come in, and you know how the kids are. The kids forget it, whatever they do. And you sign this, and you sign that. I look at it and say, well, Do you know the magic word?
That's right.
Then he's looking at me, and then he remembered, oh, please, please. Then I said, okay, you know, when you said please, you know how far they take you, long way in life, because people are gonna respect you, okay? And we talk, you know, I signing and thing, and then I grab it and hug, and we talk, and then when the kid get out there, he smile, everything, you know. I love that. I love to see that. When he sent talk, we had to give a little pop. We had to teach a little bit. Maybe the parents don't do that, but somebody has to do. Like I said, that's why we have to be a good human being. And that's why God making us. God making us to be good human being, no bad people. You know, people choose in different things in life, you know, and that's part against life, what people want to do. But I don't think that God making us to be a bad person. You know, you choosing things in your in the trajectory of your life. What do you want to do? What you don't want to do? Do you want to be good or bad? That's some of the problem that every individual people have. You know, and to me, I see my father, I see my mother, my family in Cuba. You know, they're good people. You know, and I like that. I like to be with people. I like to talk to people. I like to be nice to people, because when you talk to people and people feel good talking to you, that's a plus. Like they're not afraid you, they're not thinking about what he think he is. You know, I don't care about it. And like I say, don't be hypocrite. That's a problem, I think. Don't be hypocrite. You have to be down and earth. Be good to people, because that's how you feel inside. That's what your heart telling you to do. And that's what I want to do. I don't want to change the way I live. You know, I live in a good life. God give me a good life, and I don't complain. And like I said before, I go away sometime. God said, let's go. I'm happy, because you know what? He give me a good life. He still give me a good life. And I do things in my life I never thought I'm gonna do. You know, I think everything is plus. You know, I no complain about baseball, about life, about people. You know, you find some good people, you find some bad people. But I think one thing I did, I separated, you know, and then you taking the good one with the bad one. And that's how you keep going, you know, because everybody you meet, you're gonna be a good person. And we know that. There's no question about that. But you have to balance the life about how you want to be with people, how you want to do, you know, or who you want to be with it. Because I don't think nobody puts you to be with anybody. You be whoever you want to be, you know. And I know me, you have to be discriminate anybody. You choice people. You want to do whatever you want to do. You good to everybody, you know. And that's the way I've been on my life. That's the way I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna change anything, because, like I say, I was a lucky person. I know we're working hard because nobody giving us anything. We had to earn it, you know. But in the meantime, the least we have some opportunity to get better, to do better, and we're taking that chance, and we enjoying what we do, you know. And that's a great, you know, how many people we meet, how many people you go around, how many people pulling for you to be the game, how many people want to go out, have a dinner with you, sit down at the table talking to you, well, you know, and that's a great thing. When people want to be around you, I know you've been doing something good. The other way, like you say, some guys, they're not good. They're good in the field, but when they get out, they're not good. They don't treat people right, and then people don't like you. I don't see any reason for. You know, fine is fine, people is people. Like I said, you're gonna find a good one, bad one, but that's part of life. And like I
Hey,
said, I like.
Your father's a good man,
Yeah, he is.
Danny. He's a good man. You be Papa. You be proud of your Papa. But let me tell you something. When this virus hit, and I wanted to go out, I wish I was up in New York to go out to different hospitals and visit kids and gave out food and stuff, but we could not fly up from Atlanta to New York. So I got on this social media where I never have done this before. Larry, this is brand new to me. I never knew, you know, if it wasn't for Joe and Lenny and a guy named John who helps me out an awful lot. And, you know, if it wasn't for them, there's no way I could have done this. But to give to the people of wherever they listen to this Facebook, and there was 40 million people out of work. And for me to give back to these families that lost their jobs, lost their families because of the disease, they lost loved ones, and to be able to give back to these people and to have baseball players like you, Larry, and you, Louie, and Danny, or whoever we had, and to be able to let these fans, these are true baseball fans, that they know all about you. And you say, well, he doesn't remember me because I'm too old. Let me tell you something. They know everything about y'all, everything about you. And to be able to, and I get so many messages after y'all are on, and they said, Larry and Louie was so fine, so great. I didn't know they were like that. Where they're out on the baseball field, they're mean. I said, yeah, they are mean, you know, but they're regular people. They love to help people. And to give back, Larry, and to give back, Louie, to these people, I feel like I'm helping these people to smile and to get out of their life and stuff. Like you visit kids. You visit kids. I don't have kids to visit here. I don't know where Louie, you know, and you know, it's a lot different. And, you know, just to be able to reach out and to be nice to people, and to people say, he's a very nice man. I want these people to remember us being nice. You know, that's all we need to be, is just to be nice. That's all. That's Louie, is this you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Louie, wait a second. What are you? You look like
like a movie star.
Look at this guy. Look at you. You look like Disco 54, you know?
Yeah.
Look at
I
this
go
guy
there
right
one
here.
time, I never go back. I go there one time, I never go back.
No, but this
No,
is
but I
That
tell you
photo
what,
is courtesy of our friend Frank Poltron.
Yeah, I tell you one thing, you know, I used to do things, go see the kid, go to the hospital, go different place. Kid is sick at home, they're gonna pass because the doctor telling the family you're not gonna be too long, you know. But to me, I do that because I own that to people. I own that to kids. You know, and that's what my heart telling me to do. Not because somebody told me, or you should do that. No. I do what my heart telling me to do.
Yeah.
You know, and I told in the press, the TV, all the people, look, I don't want anything on the paper. I don't want anything in TV. That's me. I want to do that. Okay, I don't want to get values. Because who's he going to the hospital? See kid. There's nobody's problem. That's my problem. That's what I want to do. You know, and then I did that all my life. I used to go to a children's hospital all the time. You got all the children there. The doctor told me, you see all those kids, they're all going to pass. We don't know when, but they're going to pass. I mean, beautiful kids. I mean, I look in those kids, I look at my kids. When I go home, kids, excuse me, I was a different person. Because you really see how lucky you can be, how lucky you are. You don't have any of your kids out there, you know, and break your heart. You know, I used to get out there and I used to cry sometimes. Because I say, God, why that happen? What is that way? They're not should be. You know, they have a place that they call in the enjoying room, and they have about 30 kids playing there. The doctor, I go with the doctor. The doctor told me, you see all those kids there? They're all going to pass. We don't know when, maybe 5 years, 1 year, 10 years, but they're all going to pass. Yeah, and I said, no way, doctor. They say, yeah. And I think on the top, I tell you why. Let me tell you that in Quincy, okay, my friend, he was a policeman, and the other one, they have a liquor store, okay. And then after the game, I remember I pitched in that game. It was my game number 20. I win my number 20 game. I think it was August 19. I win my 20 game. Okay. And they're waiting for me to go and see this kid in Quincy. And they take me to the house, go there. And mom and dad was sit down the kid, they introduced me to the kid, whatever, I'm taking picture. I bring in a glove, I bring in a bag, I bring in the ball, I win the game, everything. Signing, take a picture with the kid. And the kid have a bad cancer, he gonna die. The kid coming, shake a hand, I grab him, we sit down together, we talk. And then we stay there for about an hour and a half. Then I go, okay? And I don't see the kid. Well, my friend told me how they do, And then one day I go back to a children's hospital, okay? And I get to a children's hospital. And when I'm going in with the doctor, a lady coming. It was his mother. It was his mother coming to me, Mr. Tian, you don't remember me. I look at her. I said, you the mother of the kid who was sick in Queens? Yes. He's in bed shape, he's in bed, he's in there in bed. I said, okay. I don't want to go because I know I'm going to cry. Forget about it, I'm going to cry. And I go inside and see the kid. When he see me, it was like the light come out, He opened the eye and he grabbed me. He grabbed me. He can't get out of it, but because I go closer to him, he grabbed me. And the doctor told me they can put in no more needle on the eye. They had to put him in the toe. Okay? I said how bad his kid was. And you know what? They really killed me. He really made me feel cry and everything. He opened the drawer. And what it was in the drawer? The baseball I gave him, picture, they have him in the glove. Okay, in that drawer on the thing. I said, are you kidding me? I said, yeah, I got him. The time you give it to me, I never loosen up. I with me all the time. I said, okay, that's good. Thank you, buddy. And then I get out of there. The doctor told me, it's gonna pass. They don't know how long, but he's not gonna stay. They're not gonna live in too long, And then when I come back, they told me he passed, and they really break my heart, Just to see him in bed, he can walk, skinny, and that's the saying, When I go home, I watch my kids, and I say, thank God, you leave my kids out in good shape, they're okay. And I don't have to go through this thing. And that's the same we learn in life. That's why you don't have to be genius. You don't have to be the smartest man in this world or the smartest woman in this world. You just to meet people, looking at people, being around people, see what's going on. You learn a lot. They're going to help you in your own life, how to be, how to deal with people, how, because they're going to remove your heart. They're going to remove your brain, what you want to do, who you have to help you, who you want to help you, and that's the thing I've been doing all my life, to now. And like my son told me, I like it because every place I see people talking to you and the people, they're happy talking to you. They want to talking to you because I don't know your face you putting or whatever you do, but the people don't afraid to talk to you, like you're gonna be nasty to them or do something, and they're afraid. No, they come and they want to talk to you. They want to be around you. And that's something maybe God give it to me, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do the best I can. I teach my kid same way. You have to behave, you have to respect, you have to be good to people, and that's it. And that's the only thing we can do. If we don't do that, we're missing something in life, and that's a problem. You don't want to. You don't want to come in early my years now, and you're gonna say, "Oh, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that." No, you're missing all the good things. Bad thing, but the best thing, you trespass me the good thing because like this kid, this family, those things you making those kids happy just to see you're shaking your hand, every hug, bringing those baseball, the bag, glove, and you're making somebody happy. Somebody almost gonna pass like he did, and that's the thing I like to do, and I think that's the thing we should do. Oh, when you're in good shape, you're lucky, you have a good life. That's the same way we should do. Go out and beat somebody and fight with somebody and do that. No. You just be good to people. Happy anytime you can do good things for people. And I think God gonna appreciate it that more, and you're gonna appreciate it that more, and the people around you gonna appreciate it that more. And when I live in this world, I want to go in good place. I don't want to go a bad place like you do bad things. You know what's good to people. People, dislike you because of what you did. No. I want to be good, and I teach my kid the same way. And like I said, my wife is the same way I am. That's what I can tell you. That's the best thing God do for me. Bring my wife, me, my wife, and marry my wife. She like me. She like, she good. She good to everybody. She no hypocrite. She tell her she like you. She like you. If she don't like you for whatever reason, forget about it. So she good lady. She good lady. And like I said, I good about that way. I feel good about it. And that's
Ron,
life, I guess. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to, before we have to close, I've got to get a little personal with Ron.
Okay.
Young man, when I was playing, I would fly into a city. And the first thing I wanted to do was relax, start working on part of my mental part of the game, a little visualization, self-talk. Didn't want to be bothered with any players. Every time I flew to New York, I couldn't get away from you. I went to have lunch, and I'm sitting down. I'll have me a nice lunch. I don't have to think about any players. And I hear this lady next to me order, "I want a Ron Blomberg sandwich." I said, "What?" That restaurant, I'm showing my age there in New York, that made sandwiches of players. So I said, "Okay, that's all right. That's all right." I'm going back to the hotel, turn on TV. I said, "I'm going to listen to some news." And on the news, they talk about a gentleman. They said this is his second time of winning this award, the most popular man in New York. So I'm saying I got to be the governor or Ron Blomberg. Now, see, I don't think many people know that, but twice you were a young man. And I said, okay. So I left, and a friend of mine said that the lead saxophone player for the New York Metropolitan Opera wanted to meet me. One of the greatest thrills of my life. I went over there and met him, was talking, just honored and thrilled. And 2 minutes in the conversation, another gentleman walks over, plays the clarinet. He said, "Tell Mr. Blomberg I'm his best fan." So, young man, I couldn't get away from you anywhere. Then when I saw you at the ballpark, you were having me run down doubles and triples and chase home runs.
No. You're making me feel good. Hey, you make an old man feel good. Thank you very much. I just wanted to let you know. But let me say something to you. I really do mean this from the bottom of my heart. Larry, it's taken 50 years to meet you, and whatever. It's been an honor. And after this is over with, I need to get you something. So I'm going to have talk to Lenny. Give Lenny just your email. That's all. That's all I need from you. Okay, and your phone number. Okay, and he'll give you mine. Okay.
Oh,
Anything
great.
you need from me, Larry, I love you to death. I love the way that you played. I love the way that your life is and what you have done for all these people and what you do for these kids. That's so meaningful and it's wonderful. And you know what? Let me tell you, I wish we had more people like you. I really do, because we could go to sleep, wake up, and not worry about anything, and we really could. And Louis, I mean, we know you, Louis. I've known you for a long time, and let me tell you something. You're funnier than ever. You're the best ever. And and Larry's thinking. Larry said, "This guy I used to face on the mound. This guy was like really nice tonight. This guy on the mound, he was like nasty. He was like nasty to me." But
they used to say that to me. You look at me. You look like you're going to kill somebody. I said, no. I don't killing a mosquito.
So
it's just the way. That's a comparison. Yeah, a comparison. That's what I used to do. But like I say, I have a good care in that way. I enjoy the game. I still enjoy the game, and meet you guys, meet a lot of people like you, a lot of players. That's something that's for life. There's no hypocrite thing. I don't tell you hypocrite story and anything. I tell you the truth, how I feel about you, about Larry. I'm more than Larry because I don't see you for a long time, brother.
Oh,
yeah, it's been a
long time, man. Yeah, I don't know where you was. I don't know what you do. I don't know, And I know when you play, we play. We used to talk. We used to go around and there. We never go out, have a dinner, anything like that. But we talk in the field, And I like the way you behave, the way you do, the way you play. It was a great, great play. And great hitting, my friend. I have my respect for you. Okay?
Thank you so much.
As long as I live it, I never forget you because
thank
you are a good person. And like he said, Gumbete, we should have a more good people like you.
Yeah.
Okay, we should have a more because I think we get shorted. Okay, we get short of people. And I don't know, I don't want to say everybody's bad people, but we find a lot of bad people today. In any way, in any society, whatever, And I think we need some people, good people help each other, and then we can prevent problems. We can have a better life, and that's important. I think for people, especially like Bloomberg said, we are young. The pandemic coming now, only thing we have, and people used to be in good condition, good shape. Now they broke, the mind, the poverty, and that's really working your brains, bringing your heart, your life, your head. And I think that's where you see so many problems now. People go we kill each other, we fight, we do these crazy things. I think it had to point of people, put the finger in them because I'm lucky, you're lucky, Boomer is lucky, my family is lucky. I still got a job, we still eat. All of these people, you're talking about how many million? A lot of people with no job. Are you going to sit down at the table and eat what? You don't have nothing to eat. You're going to feed your kid. How are you going to feed your kid? You're going to lose in your house. You're going to lose in you have to kick you out of your apartment. We have to really realize that there's going to be a lot of people going to have more problems in their mind than they really are. Not bad people. It's just the way the life changed for them. And I think it could be you, could be me, it could be anybody. Because that means you can take care of your family. That's hard. I don't care how people do.
Larry, I
Okay,
tell you
it's
one
hard.
thing. Larry, I tell you one thing. The Milwaukee Brewers got a gym when they got you. I just want to let you know that. They
Oh,
got a
geez.
gym when they got you.
Oh,
And I
geez.
really do mean this. And, you know, I mean, number one, you're a great athlete, number one, but number two, you're a better person. And, you know, and that means more, you know, to be a good athlete is one thing. To be a great athlete and a great person, you're a whole person. So I really, Larry, I really thank you very much for coming here, and tell your lovely wife thank you. And, you know, just say that you should have been a ball player because you're that good. And but what you're doing now is that good also. I just want to let you know that. It was great. Louis, go have dinner. I know you're hungry. Go have dinner. Danny, I know you're hungry. Go relax. Joe, Lenny, hey, I love y'all. Larry, please get a hold of Lenny and give him that information. Would you do that for me?
That's a
And
problem.
fans, you have met two of the finest people that you could meet in the game of baseball. These two guys are Jim. They're great, but they love to help people. These are the people that we want. Thank y'all very much. Larry, Louis, I love y'all to death, guys. Hey, be healthy, be well, and I hope to see y'all real soon, okay?
Both for you too, okay?
Thank you guys.
Love to y'all. And y'all be safe. Y'all be safe.
Thank you, Lane. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Love you,
guys
Danny.
take care.
Bye. I love you,
God
Joe.
bless you.
God bless y'all. Bye-bye, y'all.
See you
Bye-bye.
guys.
Danny, bye, Danny.
Bye,
I'll
Louis.
see you. I'll
Ron.
talk to you later, okay,
Bye-bye.
brother?
Love
Okay,
y'all.
sounds
All
great.
right.
Bye-bye. Love
Thank
y'all.
you.
All right.
Be safe,
Be
okay?
safe.
Bye,
Yes.
bye,
Bye-bye.
bye. Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you for everything. We
Thank you
appreciate
so much.
everything.
No. Thank you, you
You
guys.
know, to
Thank
be
you,
quite
man.
honest, I
Thank
just
you,
want to
man.
say this real quick to you guys.
Mhm.
You know, as a fan, we love to see people like you come out and be with the fans. Tell us the stories. Tell us, you know, what you guys do. You know, what you did for that kid, Louis, that's amazing. You don't know how much that means to people who are ill, who are going through rough times. You know, these are the
Mean to
stories
me
that,
too, you know.
right. People don't see the whole picture. They see a picture sometimes. They see a hitter, but they don't see the good that you guys really do out there. You know, and that's amazing. And in my eyes, listen, you guys are God's gift to humans in this planet. So thank you.
Yeah. Okay, no, thank you, my friend. Thank you for
Yes.
inviting me to the show. Okay, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
See you, buddy.
Larry,
All
we'll
right, I
talk.
see you. I see you, brother.
Larry,
Okay.
Say hi to your wife, Larry. Okay.
Okay. And
take
you
care
as
of your
well,
family.
Louis.
Okay, you take care of. God bless you and your family.
Oh,
Okay, I
same.
wanna see you sometime. I don't see
Okay.
you for a long time, man.
It
Jesus
has
Christ.
been. It has been.
Oh, man, long time.
Mhm.
just love bringing
know.
people together.
Everyone, listen. Have a wonderful evening.
Yeah.
You as well.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye, Danny. Bye, my son. You take care of my friend. You guys take care of. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Joe, you want to tell us who we're having on next week?
Oh, please. It's your honor. It's your show. Let's do this. Let us know who we.
Well, Major League Baseball's last 30-game winner, Denny McClain, will be our guest next Tuesday night.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Tracy
pitched
McClain.
against him.
Tracy McClain, boy.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.